Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk. Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Good friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe. Let the happiness take you in.
Hey, everybody. Hey, what's up? What's up?
Yeah.
Welcome to the morning coffee show. The morning coffee show with the flow. Everybody got the flow with the morning coffee show. That's right. We got KJ, Tibalts, Mugenfool, Lone Wolf, the control player, Lone Wolf. That's funny. That's funny. Welcome to the morning coffee show, everybody. We are excited to have you here. I'm very excited to have you here with us today on this Wednesday chat and chill Q&A kind of day, where you can ask us any question you want and we'll answer it to the best of our knowledge. If it's appropriate for the show, we will answer the question. Ooh.
We don't know the answer, we'll make it up.
That's right. And you need to switch your mic over to Tibalts.
Oh, dang it. Hold on.
You're good. You're good. All right.
I'm practice. It's been too dang long.
There you go. There you go.
All
It's
right.
been too dang long. We need more Tibalts in our life.
Yeah, we do.
Collecting us.
I just need more Mad Saxon in my life. Tibalts okay, but the apprentice of Tibalts is the guy who actually gets all the stuff done.
That's right. He's the ghost.
I appreciate that.
Well, today we are dealing with the ghost of Tibalts Apprentice.
That's it. We're looking at a hidden haunted room. You can hear me, but you can't see me.
Well, that's what happens when you do drink the invisibility potion.
It's another lab accident. It should probably be a lab instead of a haunted room.
Right. Good morning to you, Tibalts, or Mad Saxon Tibalts, whichever you chose to go by, because you go by a lot of names.
I'll answer to just about anything.
Like I heard about all the names you were called in LA when you were in California,
We change aliases often then.
Kidding.
Well, when all your aliases are in demand, it's kind of hard to come up with one that's not in demand.
Yeah,
right?
It's hard to hit a moving target.
That's right. As long as you're moving, you're zooming.
See, I prefer the Wiley Coyote way of hitting a moving target, although I don't buy Acme product.
Well, all you have to do is paint a tunnel on a rock and make people think they can go through it, but they go fast and they slam into it.
I feel like that happened to me this week.
If
you saw my nose, you'd probably agree.
See, the problem with painting a tunnel on a side of a building or a rock is somebody's Audi is going to get an owie.
That's right. Audi. That's a car I've heard in a long time.
That reminds me of some of these videos I've seen on YouTube about 3D art. Somebody paint a hole in the sidewalk,
Oh,
Right.
the 3D chalk artists. You're right.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
The people that actually thought there was an actual hole there and they'd walk around it.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so did you see the one where the 3D chalk artist painted? He did the. It was a crack in the street, and then it looked like it went down like 10 feet. People's dogs were literally walking around it because it even fooled the animals.
That's
Yep.
right.
Nice.
Right, and there are different kinds of chalk arts because I've seen some 3D art where the art's only 3D at a certain angle, and there are people who make the 3D art look really good all around.
Yeah.
But you get more interesting 3D art at the angles. Like I remember some Marvel artists, like I don't know if he's a Marvel artist, but he did like a Hulk versus another character 3D art, and it looked perfect in one angle, and it looked pretty badass.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and thinking of badass, Tibalt's been having what sounds like a great time with TCG player making his cells.
This is my first world problem that I'm happy to complain about. I've done about 3 months worth of sales in about 3 weeks.
Wow.
So that I am absolutely freaking grateful for. It's been crazy. But to balance it out, I completely missed somebody else's stream that I was supposed to be on yesterday. So like the universe has definitely got balance for me. It's one or the other.
The balance. You gotta have balance in the force.
That's right.
Like, wrong IP. I'm sorry. What's up, Sonic Juice Scoob?
What up?
It's like, what up, pimps?
So we had a lot of fun, me and Sonic Juice Scoop. Last night we were making some music. We made some bangers, which is available on my Suno page for everybody to check out.
This is my recital. I'm sorry, wrong song.
Oh no, you had a groove going. I was trying to dance, but you stopped.
Well, it's continue. You guys were making some music, pulled out some bangers, and drank a little too much eggnog. Wait, wrong season.
It's never the wrong season for eggnog. It's just the wrong season to celebrate what eggnog celebrates.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my brain went to chicken eggs, and I don't know why when it came to eggnog. So today is the chat and chill question day. If you guys didn't catch on, so if you guys want to ask us questions, ask us those questions. Grok was kicking butt last night. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, Grok was kicking butt last night on the AI with our AI music making. Like I said, Grok has. We were talking behind the scenes today about AI, and Grok does have like it is more slap you in the face with a balled up fist and brass knuckles when it comes down to the lyrics. But when it comes down to lyric form, ChatGPT still has a better formatting for the lyrics. But if you want to get punched in the face with brass knuckles, write a song with Grok. I'll tell you what.
TC Juice, was a fun Suno night last night. He said he had to leave early for the show, missed the TC Dude anthem, listen to them later. Thanks, dudes.
Yeah, we made TCG Dude a song. Grok, the Grok version turned out to be like if TCG Dude had one of those Nickelodeon television series type of turnout. It was pretty good. It was like Nickelodeon TV theme song. It was I liked it.
Tibalts Apprentice is nice. Good to see you, TC Dude. It's funny. Like I have a feeling you could have just said that on camera.
I could have. I'm confused. I'm still confused about where I am and what's happening. It's too early in the morning, or I'm staying up too late. You know what it is? It's the fact I hit Mythic last night.
Ooh,
I lost my mind and stayed up way too late.
You hit planeswalker level.
Yeah, I got to work for that next.
That's right. You need to be able to planeswalk. So you can
Yeah.
go to space. You need to go to space so you can land on land, right? That's what
Right.
Edge of Trade is about. It's going to space so you can land on a planet.
So you can get some landfall in.
Right. Which I still find ironic.
Yes.
Going on a space adventure, and everything you do is landfall. Land ho! Tibalts Apprentice, you got competition. My store's back up.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Cool. There's plenty of room for everybody.
Except for when I enter the scene and start selling just basic lands. You got to watch out.
You can sell basic lands, but they got to be ones from either what do you call it, Assassin's Creed, or what's the other one that had the crazy artworks and stuff that were just like the symbols taking up the whole thing?
Theros?
No, not Theros. One of the later ones here.
The
New Capenna?
Tarkir? Well, Tarkir had the dragon eyes. With the symbol in the eyes.
I guess
Like
I'm
the
thinking of
box.
I
mean,
look
come
over
on.
at my box, except it's on the other side of the room and I'm too lazy to move.
There's a lot of full art lands out there nowadays.
Yeah.
That's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
Yeah,
But,
it's hard
like-
to tell.
Like, I think it's funny. Like, don't get me wrong, I love landfall and I love the landfall decks coming out, or landfall cards coming out. But when it comes to space adventure, the first thing that comes to my mind is not land.
Yeah.
Well, the land's supposed to represent the planets.
I got that. But like what if we had land based off space? Not planets, but space. What if you had a solar system for land, right? And then like as a rare land and it tapped for any color, like say it's like a mana confluence. Maybe it was a reprint of a mana confluence and the solar system was the planet. It was the planets there. You know, what if you had more what if you had more of a mechanic that focused on directional warfare, you know? A creature without flying can attack.
I think you'd have to name it something else. I think I like the concept, but you definitely would have to be called something else. Like you wouldn't like have a similar mechanic as lands, where you'd have to tap it in and out when at the beginning and end of play. But I think you'd want to call it something else because I mean, inherently, space is the absence of land.
Right. That's what I'm getting at.
So
Like
you would call it planetfall or
Right.
something. If it's going to be
something like that,
connected to
yeah.
a land, you just call
Right.
it planetfall.
Like
Yep.
when they did Ixalan, the lands they had were caves, right? They could have done something like that. Planetfall would have been like what if they did Planetfall? Whenever you played a planet land, like a land that actually had the word planet in the subtext,
Right.
that would make sense.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not harping on the set. The set looks baller. So I'm just harping on the logic of we're space traveling and landfalls like the opposite direction. Like you want to go to space, but you got to land on a planet. You got to go to space, land on a
So
planet.
just a general question then. Is it better for them to rename mechanics, or is it better for them to try to design new mechanics? Does it just get worse? A good example would be like job selection from the Final Fantasy.
Mhm.
I mean, that's basically like Formiridan or whatever, where it creates a copy of a creature and then attaches to it.
Yeah, like the
Um,
germ tokens.
Yeah, but does that make things more confusing, or should they try to keep it within each universe? So the people that do join just for say Final Fantasy, they maybe
Oh.
understand job select.
Well, to be honest with you, I think Wizards kind of given up because for the longest time, people joked about every mechanic was kicker or something.
Yes,
So-
that's right.
So now, as a person who collects, not plays, as I understand the game mechanics for when you have your land tapped in the right direction and you're there, you can only play one card on that land. So which means you need more lands. So imagine now instead of, because you're dealing with space cards, you have your planetary call it a planetary card, where you can lay 2 cards down in what would be a land,
Right.
instead of 1 card on your land, for allowing a play of 2 cards for that piece rather than 1.
Right. Here's an interesting idea that Tibalt can pick up. I think Tibalt, maybe Lone Wolf, could understand this idea. When it comes to kind of rehashing an idea, I was just talking about planets. Like, what if they made a land cycle of planets? Like they did, they got a rare cycle, but what if they made a planet subtype? And to make a solar system, they did a Mishra's factory.
Oh, there you go. I was biting my tongue because I wanted to say that, but you got it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I see where you're going.
Like if you controlled X amount of planets, different abilities checked out, or would have been a great returning mechanic in this set. That is from the last Ixalan set. And it goes with the idea of space exploration. Is explore.
Oh, duh.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. They could have done different things for flavor. Not saying the set's going to be bad. Flavor. I want to eat that flavor. I don't like Landfall got me excited, but it reminds me really quick. We got this
card of the day.
Talk about getting spoiled the last couple sets. I mean, first it was Elspeth with the tokens. Now we got Exalted Sunborn with more tokens.
Yep.
And it's an angel. And if you don't know what I mean by angel, well, one of my decks is going to need this card too.
No.
And it's all Tibalt's fault, or Mad Saxon's fault. That's Mad Saxon designed this card since the Wizards are like, this is a good card. And I'm like, yeah, Wizards, just take my money.
Yep.
There's so many things they could have done in this design space. For example, collecting one of each type of land makes a solar system.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe all of your mana produces multicolor, or like you said, the Urza's thing. If space is about mining planets and asteroids and things like that, I think it would be a perfect time to bring the Urza land cycle back, as far as Urza Tower, Urza Mine, and such.
Oh yeah, those would have been great as reprints, and they didn't reprint that set in all the lands they printed.
No.
They didn't reprint a lot of man lands, which is kind of exciting. Which some of them are reprints of reprints.
That's
by now.
Perfect. You land on a planet and it becomes a thing.
Yeah, like, can you imagine? All right, every freaking new Star Wars, Star Trek based planet you land on, there's always like a hidden element in the planet that no one expects, like a elemental creature or a creature hiding in a cave. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if they made morph lands, right?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That when they turn over, they create a token, and in order to turn them over, your opponent's got to attack, right? So basically, you pay 3 mana, you get a land, and when your opponent attacks with, like, let's say, like 2 or more creatures, it flips over automatically, and you get like a 3/3 beast token.
Yep.
Very cool.
Come on, Wizards! I didn't even go to college for this.
Real Wiz.
Real Wiz, what's up?
Ryan.
So the card of the day is Exalted Sunborn. Costs 3 generic, 2 white. It's a creature, angel, wizard. The 4/5 flying lifelink. It says if one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead, and has warp, which is fine. Like, I promise you, I'll never really use this card for warp, but my lord, I love this card.
I mean, I like it. I like it too, because you can pay it for 2 You have it for a turn.
Right. You can have it for a turn, but I have like the deck I want this for is an angel token deck. So I want to make those token angels, and this is an angel wizard, which is a turn of phrase I never thought I'd say is an angel wizard. But yeah. All right, let me get back with chat really quick. Yeah, Briwiz. Nick card is sick. That's right. We got Ryan. Said I did a dirty thing. I made a blue steel deck, Jara Master Polymorphist, but the only non-legendary creature are ETB and activated steel effects, so she only gets the steel effects from her ability. Nice. That's a clever way of doing it.
It's kind of
And it
balanced.
says I got 20 copy creature effects. Holy cow. But that works. It's a legitimate deck. Yeah, then Angel Wizard, it can do the adventure mechanic. Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. And yes, Wiz, it is like Mondrak.
Mondrak Glory Dominus. Well, Mondrak Glory Dominus triples your tokens though.
Wow.
No, that Mondrak only doubles. It's Odra that triples.
Oh, okay, Odra.
Right.
So many, like, the honest truth is there's so many token doublers now. It's kind of hard to remember exactly each one.
Yep.
But exactly what they do. Especially when Mondrak and Odra Tag came out nearly in the same cycle of sets. Like one came out in one set and the other one came out in the other, right back to back.
Yep.
Yeah. But hey.
Yeah, Mondrak is cheaper than this card, but still does the same thing.
Right. But it's an angel.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Cherubub is going to need to go to my deck. Yeah.
It's crazy. They're just stapling so many things onto creatures and stuff these days.
Well, what they're doing, they're saying people will buy this. Let's put that in the set. You know?
And then turns out people do buy it.
What?
They do.
It's like
People
they did
buy
their
this?
research.
Yep.
Can't believe people buy things. You know what I'm saying? Like buying things actually requires a want to have something and give something up for it.
Yep.
That's funny. But yeah. But like that's like when I look at the set and there by all the spoilers I see and the rares and mythics, it feels like a cube style set where they just took ideas from existing cubes that are out there, like landfall and stuff. Like they took some of the popular mechanics, made a couple new mechanics, and they just shoved it in there. And they're like, here is a set. Here is a set. And like the crazy thing is this Edge of Eternity has got to compete with Spider-Man. It's competing with Final Fantasy right now. You know how many times I've heard I like Edge of Eternities, but Final Fantasy's got my attention right now. You know, like all that stuff.
Well, Final Fantasy. I mean, to be honest, Final Fantasy had everybody's attention, legitimately.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the people who wanted that set, they went for it.
There's a few cards in that set that I want.
I was going to say a ton of people. I went to a card show at the very beginning of the month here near Phoenix, and it was a sports show primarily, but they did have Pokemon and they did have a little bit of TCG stuff, a little bit of Magic, but the majority of the sellers there were Pokemon people that had Final Fantasy and were just showing it off because they had gotten into it. So like they didn't really have stuff there to sell. They had bought the stuff though, and it had attracted a whole new huge swath of people because it was just Final Fantasy and it had, anime type stuff.
Right.
So
yeah, I don't understand why anime sells so well, because I think the artwork on anime looks like crap. But that's just my opinion.
I mean, I blame the nerds.
Spicy tongue.
What do you mean? Are you a fan of Transformers?
Yeah.
Well, I know that's an anime, but it's still
But
got to produce in half the stuff that came out while at the same time.
But what
It's
I'm getting
better,
at,
but
the
like
animation is the same, though. It's the same
Well,
kind of animation.
Look,
That's what
I
I'm
don't
getting at.
care, right? I don't care. Like, I even know the first 8 episodes of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is considered anime. When it comes to anime shows, the artwork, I'm not a big fan of all the artwork. But like I said, that's just my opinion.
Will you watch a good story with bad animation?
I don't know. I think I might have. Like one of the bad animated shows. What was a bad animated show? But anyways, I don't remember exactly, but I remember watching a show and enjoying it, even though the animation wasn't all up to quality. I know there's a lot of this good storytelling in anime, but like when it comes to like to be more particular, when it comes to like still frame and all the stuff they do, and the thing that drives me nuts that I don't like the most is and I know other formats do this, but is like the what's the word I'm thinking of? The fixation on making things look overly done and like overly selling like the posterior or the bosoms of a character, and they're like, oh, this is what people like, and like I don't get it. Like I like animation. Like, yes, Transformers is an anime. I know that for a fact.
So it's more the subject matter and the way it's portrayed. Maybe
right.
the over sexualization of characters or
stuff like
the
that.
exaggeration of them.
Right. In general, and like when it comes to like creatures, like I like Pokemon. Look, I'm wearing a Pokemon hat. That's technically an anime. Right? I like the show. It kind of had bad animation, let's say that. But I like the show and what it did during the time I watched it. Right, I watched other cartoons, and look, I used to watch Running Warriors. It's not, like, to me, it's what they're selling that I don't like much most of the time when it comes to certain animes compared to what something could look like the difference between a European and an American style dragon compared to like Japanese dragons or Chinese dragons sometimes differ. Like, I like the American style dragon design more than I do like the Chinese design. But I like a good artwork. Artwork's just subjective. Like I said, that's my opinion. I'm not telling everybody in the world that their opinion doesn't count. I'm just saying I don't like half the anime that, well, I should say a little more than half the anime they produce, especially on weird IPs. But you know, I played video games. I've played video games that had different animation styles and stuff. I'm not against different animations and animation styles. It's just like anime or manga style artwork just doesn't sell it to me.
That's okay. It's not for everybody. There are things that definitely that I enjoy, but there are things that push boundaries and stuff that doesn't really appeal to me and stuff. I guess, and this probably isn't necessarily appropriate, but if was it Adult Swim that did like Super Jail or whatever?
Right.
Oh, yes.
Goodness gracious.
Horrible animation, but I love the show.
Horrible
animation. But you know what? You know what also had horrible animation, and people swear to it up and down to this day? Scooby-Doo. Horrible animation. Hanna-Barbera had the worst animation in the 70s, but everybody loved it. Why? Because it had great storylines. It doesn't matter how good or bad the artist is. And if we're going to talk about good and bad art, why don't we talk about like the good and bad art that we're seeing in the Magic the Gathering sets all the time? I mean, there are some jank pieces of art that Wizards of the Coast has been putting out, and then they, you know, and then it's like I don't know.
Well, let's get into that a little. Like, there was this artist that they hired for Strixhaven, I believe. That's around that time, and they had this artist who was doing weird Photoshop work where they tried blending in real life people with an animated artwork kind of thing, and it looked funky, it looked weird. And I don't personally like the artwork, but they got popular because it was different, new, and Wizards was trying it as an alternative art style. And hey, look, I still think the cards that this artwork is on look strange, like Faithless Looting. If you want to look it up, Faithless Looting, or Harmonized, which they did harmonize in that set. It just looked weird, right?
Yeah.
And Magic used to be focused on making artwork cohesive, right? Like before they realized that people like different artworks for cards, like different art styles, different frames, and all that stuff. They used to worry and care about if an artwork from 2024 looked like it can fit in the same universe as artwork from 1993. Even though the artworks changed, they want to look like they can fit in the same universe. Now it's balls to the wall. Let's make something explosive, and make people want to buy it because it's all about the profit.
The other thing, though, is going all the way back. It's interesting to see how the artwork throughout all the sets have evolved because, maybe some of you guys already know this. You guys probably already know this or whatever, but maybe somebody listening doesn't. But like the idea that Mystic Remora is a fish on the original card is because the artist got a description, but not a description of what the card would do. So they looked that up. When they came across the Remora, they came across the fish and thought it had to do something with a fish.
Right.
So I'm of that ancient age where I appreciated the things like Stasis or whatever that didn't necessarily have artwork that made sense, but became so associated with the card that you knew what it was when you saw it. So I kind of felt a little pang of regret when they shifted their focus to make all the sets more cohesive throughout.
Right.
So I kind of like the odd random piece of art in there.
Right. Because when they first started, that's kind of how it went. But when they got better with the technology, they're able to do something different. TCG Dude said, I generally run the Strixhaven art of Faithless Looting in my modern hollow one. Nice. And Realist says, you got some distasteful sheet too. That's right. Well, it's all just a personal opinion on the artwork, right? Everything is subjective. I mean,
Everything is personal. Yeah.
I'm a huge Beast Wars fan. I like Transformers. I got the entire G1 series right here, right there. I need to watch it all, but but you're gonna like what you're gonna like, and you're gonna not like what you're gonna not like, and we could be friends, except Hillbilly. He doesn't want to be my friend.
That's because he plays Sanguine Bond, Exsanguinate, and Sanguine Bond.
That's right. Well, last night though, I ended up winning both games last night.
What?
Yeah,
that's not right.
We played 2 games and he won both.
Nice.
Look, the first game I won because everybody got the main threat out of the way, which was Lone Wolf playing all that power. Right?
Yeah, you got to watch him.
And like Lone Wolf and Hillbilly are both running Mill in a deck against my deck, which
was
horrible against Mill. Right? Then so I was able to board wipe. Then like, how do you mean? They kind of asked the question, how you got so many board wipes? And I keep telling them, you're milling me into my board wipes. Like every time I draw a card with a board wipe. And the board wipes I was running were luckily intact. The ones that let me blow up artifacts, creatures, and so on. So I was able to diversify the board wipe itself, which was interesting.
Nice.
So I ended up winning that game the first game by playing Dracogenesis with a grip full of dragons from Tiamat coming out the first time. Then the second time, the turn after I played Dracogenesis, I was able to play Tiamat again. Oh, the turn I was able to play Dracogenesis, I was able to play Tiamat again, search out 3 more dragons, and play all the dragons. And I had Muriel Sentinel to make tokens of all my dragons, and I had Lathless to make token dragons when everything came to play. So from having a board of no creatures, I went to a board to a board of 36 dragons. And since no one was able to handle it, by the time it got around, I was able to attack. And the second game that we had, I won by chance. Because Core was building up his deck, his board state really quick. He was running Ishan, the Mardu guy who doubles attack triggers. He was playing Ishan, and he had an incredible board state, but he wanted to focus on this creature that exiled creatures when it attacked. So when it attacked, it chaos warped your own creature. Then you look at the top card of your library to reveal the creature card and put in the battlefield. Well, because of one particular move, Hillbilly got rid of a creature that I needed to get rid of. He got rid of Itali Primal Storm, which is something I needed to get rid of. He got rid of it. But then right after that, with the attack double trigger, Core attacked with this creature where he got the Chaos Warp 2 of his creatures, and through this act accidentally downgraded his entire board.
Oh.
Yeah.
And just because of that move set me up to control the board from there, because I wasn't able to do nothing about his board for a while.
Eek.
You're right. And so basically what happened is the big threats to the table got taken care of, and I was able to take their place in those two games. And it was lucky card draw too, because my hands could have been a lot different, and I just got lucky with those card draws. What's up?
Oh, I was just thinking. So he was using a milling deck,
Mm-hmm.
and so you can say virtually he's a millionaire.
Yeah, that's right. He's a millionaire. Hellbilly's a millionaire. Backwoods collector, planting those trees so you don't have to. But that's how it worked. Like I won both games because of circumstance.
Yep.
Circumstance and happenstance.
Circumstance.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, whoop, 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 whoop.
It was a circumstance.
That's right. Three Stooges. Three Stooges. That's what we are on the show. Three Stooges. Lone Wolf is the commentator.
No. Lone Wolf. He's been taking the fourth stooge stance. Remember, originally in vaudeville there were 4 in that team, and there was a straight man. You had the Three Stooges. You had Shemp, Mo, and Larry.
Curly.
Oh, Curly came later after the vaudeville years. And then there was a straight man who was involved with the 3, and he was the guy who was serious and pretty much had the serious stuff. We have the straight man, and then we have the rest of us.
Ah, that's right. The crazy 3 amigos. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The crazy 3. That's funny. But yeah, like I said though, I won the games last night because of circumstance, and like the draws were good because I was really tough because I was holding on to cards and holding on to cards, not playing certain things. Like I had a Cyclonic in my hand for like 5 turns. I'm like, why don't I just cast it? I'm like, no, wait for someone to attack me. But I ended up casting it just to get rid of Hillbilly.
Yep.
Well, that happens.
Yeah. So it was luck. Like I said, for me, it was that game was luck with effort. I had to plan out my strategy, and I wasn't the big threat. Because usually people are like, Tortoise has grown up board, now build a big threat. And I'm like, well, I got stuck with a creature I couldn't play for several turns. Oh man!
Yeah, when you played Dragon Genesis, I knew it was over.
Well, one simple board wipe in that round could have destroyed me.
Yeah, but nobody was drawing board wipes, so but you.
Yep.
There's 6 of y'all though. That's right, but 2 of the people here are not here all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
One's not here now. It's just an empty room.
Yeah. It's the spirit of Mad Saxon's past. That's right. Mad Saxon's only here in spirit.
Yep.
That's right.
Sounds about right.
I was going to say I'm here all the time in spirit, even if I'm not necessarily here.
Yeah.
But that's why I always try to check in with you guys whenever I can. When I see you, broadcasting or narrowcasting something else and stuff, I always try to check in with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
I was hoping to join you guys tonight. I'm afraid that I won't be, but I do need to get back to playing some Spell Table. I miss it.
Well, tonight's the night we normally don't play Spell Table.
Mel?
It's Thursdays, Fridays, and Tuesdays.
Thursday, Friday, Tuesday. Well, I will try to arrange my schedule next week to see what I can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Thursdays and Fridays is when I play Spell Table. Wednesdays is when I play video games. And also, KJ and I are going to go live tonight before then.
Oh,
At
nice.
about 3 o'clock, we're going to do some
around 3:30ish.
around 3:30ish, sometime after the 3:30 before the 6 o'clock hour.
Yep. And Mondays I've been playing. I started playing Miles Morales.
Ah.
Yeah.
Got copyright hammered, but it's still worth it.
Turn
Like
off
I
the
got
audio.
copyrighted, but instead of like my video can't be monetized and it's restricted in certain areas.
Was it
Really?
because of the
Why
audios?
is that?
Yeah,
Because of the music,
The music. Oh,
the
okay.
game. Yep.
Yeah, like I could have stripped out the music, but I'm like, nah. So they can have their money. The game was fun. It was worth it.
That's one
Yeah.
reason I really don't. I'm really not looking forward to watching people stream it on Grand Theft Auto 6 on YouTube.
Right. And
I don't really understand why they do this copyright crap because you are advertising for them.
that was
just
one of the
saying.
that was one of the big debates back in the day. But here's the thing: audio can be extracted from a video. You play a song by Linkin Park. On your video, someone takes that video, extracts the audio, cuts out the music. Linkin Park just lost a profit.
Yeah, it's all about money. So if you're making money, all right. So here's the thing, right? They copyright strike you because you have the potential on your channel to make money off the product that you are uploading. And so if you're making money and you don't have the permissions to use somebody else's product in a financial stain, then you are in fact stealing from the original creator. And now, see, that is what the copyright strike system is for. Sure, there are nefarious individuals who do take advantage of the copyright system, and it is questionably right or wrong, depending on which commie aspect people think of. But in the long run is, do you deserve to have somebody else's product? Do you deserve to make money off of somebody else's product? And do you deserve, if you have not paid for the legal rights to use the stuff and don't have contracts with the original artist and or the original production company, do you deserve to make money potentially off of somebody else's work?
Right. It's simple.
And I would absolutely sit there if I didn't have the permissions given to somebody. I would absolutely sit there and copyright strike the hell out of somebody if they were using my work without my permission.
Right. Like, let's put it more simply, though. What if someone took a picture of Hillbilly's face, his complete likeness, put on a shirt, sold the shirt, made money off the shirt, and Hillbilly saw nothing but no dime?
I've been fine with that so far. It's worked for me for months.
I think that what should happen is the money that they make should be split 50-50.
Well, they're doing that now, but that's up to the creator.
That is up to the creator. But so if the creator says, no, I don't want you to use my product, and you use it anyway, Disney does this all the time. Disney says, don't use my product, but people keep using it and people keep on getting copyright struck. And so therefore, is it wrong of Disney to copyright strike you because they don't want you to use their product? I think not. I think it's absolutely legit. And I would, like I said, I would copyright strike the hell out of somebody who used my product without my permission. Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, if somebody believes that it's okay to steal from somebody, that's theft. And if
I'm not talking about stealing.
No, using without permission is stealing.
not unless you have permission.
But these people are getting copyright struck. But you're not getting copyright struck if you have permission. You're getting copyright struck when you don't have permission. That's what a copyright strike is. It is not a thing that you get when you have permission. You don't get copyright struck when you have permission. You can actually fight that if you have permission. You have documentation. You have a contract that has signatures that can be held up in court.
Yep.
Oh yeah, like it's all about the money, the flow, the permissions, right? Like it makes sense. Like if I made a piece of artwork myself that I meant for my own personal use, my own personal gain, I don't want you selling my artwork without me getting commission. You know, simple as that. And that's simple as this. Because look, it may seem effortless that there's a song out there that you like on the show or a video clip that you like out there in the world. But honestly, it took people hours, sometimes days, sometimes weeks to make these songs, these video clips and stuff that you want to use. So they're in the right for wanting to make money off it. Like 15 seconds out of a movie is probably like 3 days worth of work on some scenes.
Right. I think the fact that, people see it. There's a good comic or whatever that I saw recently where the person, the guy behind the desk is asking the artist, like, why am I going to pay you money for this or whatever? It only took you 10 minutes to make it. And the guy's like, well, I spent 10 years learning how to make that in 10 minutes.
That's right.
So you never really see all the work that goes in behind the scenes to get these products sometimes.
Right. And then from there, somebody else wants to turn around and take that artwork and say, well, I'm going to make money off of your art without a contract, without legal request, have legally requested in paperwork and haven't gone through attorneys to say, hey, this is what you're allowed to do with somebody else's art. And this is what you're not allowed to do with somebody else's art. Pretty much in the long run, this is why people are upset about the whole AI thing in the long run, I believe, is because there is no moderating something that has no way to moderate. And okay, so it trained off of other people's work. When you go to art school, you train off of somebody else's art. So therefore, you are technically dealing with some issues on your own just by drawing. So when it comes down to it, it's like at least the people who are making like their art, whether it be AI or with a pen and paper or with however you do it, when you're making your artwork and you're putting it out in a form that I am going to make my art, I'm going to make my art and make money off of it. And now somebody has stolen my art so they can make money off of it. How is that fair to the artist? How is that fair to Disney if you're going about showing clips from Disney or show, this is a big old concern. People are on Twitch. Okay, it's a big old argument on Twitch. It is a gamers network, but people who are gaming are constantly getting copyrighted left and right. Why is that? Twitch says we can play it. Twitch says you can do it, but that doesn't mean they're going to fight your copyright for you. They just said, here you go. Here's the network that you can stream on. Don't break our TOS and don't break the law. Don't steal from somebody. But people do it all the time. How many freebooters out there, which are a lot, get copyright struck? A lot of them do. And the copyright system is not about protecting the streamer. The copyright system is about protecting the original artist, the original artist, not the guy who thinks, oh, I'm going to make content off of your content and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, guess what? That guy is going to get copyright struck and he deserves it.
Real Wiz says, what if you say you don't own anything about said product and you're not making money on it?
Then if you're not making money off of it, you can still get copyright struck. But do you have a YouTube channel? And when you get monetized, take it down. Otherwise, you will be making money on it when you get monetized. And so you're planning to make money off of it in the future. If you don't own the product and you're making product on it, you're making your own product on somebody else's work, and then you get monetized later, you still stole somebody else's work. It's still theft.
Right.
And you can still get copyright struck.
Mhm.
I've been copyright struck already twice on YouTube.
One for your own voice.
Once for my own voice. And I'm not even monetized on YouTube. And I got copyright struck twice. And I didn't even, seriously, theft is theft. It doesn't matter how you look at it. Oh, well, my neighbor has this car, but he doesn't drive it, so I'm going to drive it. That's still theft.
Right. And you got a friend, Panda Grace from Twitch side. What's up?
Hey, Panda Grace, how you doing? There's a reason why it's like I do a lot of AI stuff. So that way you can't accuse me of stealing.
Right.
Okay, you want to accuse me of using product that trains off of other people? If you don't like AI, you do realize that if you're an artist, if you're a musician, if you're a painter, you train off of other people. That's why you go to art school. You're training off of other people. Don't be a moron. Don't be a stupid moron. That's what I tell people every day. I went on a 3-minute tirade last night about it. If you don't like these kind of things, then you probably shouldn't be taking part in it yourself.
So Ruiz says at the same time, I'm like, they bag off it already. They made the bag off. Look,
it doesn't matter. It's still theft. Even if they made the bag of money.
If I've sold something for $10, got my $10 off it, and somehow found a way to make more money off the thing I just sold,
well, that's different. Did you make the thing you just sold?
Right.
Did you create it? If you created that thing that you sold, then yes, you have absolute right to have 100 billion% control over it, even if somebody believes that you don't own it anymore because I bought it. This is the reason why we have no, that's why they're trying to get rid of physical media.
Right.
Disney says, well, you're turning around and selling these VHS cassettes and DVDs after you've used them and purchased them. That is technically against their terms of service of you using these DVDs and VHS cassettes. Turning around and selling something that you bought is still breaking the rules. It's still making money off of somebody else's product. Whether or not you own that original product is beyond the point, because you own the physical product, but you don't own the original product. You don't own this the VHS cassette that was dubbed to before that was dubbed to there, and to the original reel-to-reel that they filmed it on. You still do not own it. And if you believe that you own it, you are wrong. And I can show you many pieces of actual factual evidence and legality that you can actually look up yourself. If you want me to look it up for you, I will be glad to do it.
All right. Backwoods says, I never got any copyright strikes for music on lives, but I got thrown into YouTube jail last week for a live. Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh. Then Real Wiz says, I have a channel, but it's not going anywhere. Just for me, I feel like I can speak my mind, but if I'm bumping some boozy badass on ranting, I don't want to get in trouble. Well, look, if you grow, you can't control that.
No, you can't control that. See, when you're small, do what you want to do. Just make sure you take down the copyrighted material before you get monetized. This is what I'm talking about.
Like I've been having to do that in some of my older videos, taking down materials, because back then I used a lot of copyrighted material. Slowly take them down. Once it comes up saying this video can't be monetized or something because of this, I'll take it down.
Yeah.
Luckily they're shorts and like little short videos. So I was making shorts before shorts were a thing on YouTube.
All right. When you're not monetized, this is what I tell everybody. When you're not monetized, treat YouTube like your refrigerator. All right. Take your art, take your collage that you made with the newspaper and the cutouts from the newspaper and the magazine, put it on your refrigerator. That's what YouTube is. But when you get monetized, take that stuff down.
That's right.
Because when you get monetized and you start making money off of somebody else's stuff, Screen Rant, who does the Marvel stuff and the Disney stuff and all the movie stuff, they have permissions. They go to the companies. Sorry, not Nerd. Yeah, nerdriot.com. Nerdriot.com gets permissions from Disney, from Warner Brothers, from DC, from Marvel. They go about and getting the permissions. If you need help getting permissions, I know a few people who can help you get permissions. Please contact me and I will send you to a few people in LA. You will have to go down and get contracts and you will have to go to LA and get permissions, but that's how it works. You just don't go and make money off of somebody else's stuff. If you're doing it for free and you're not monetized, take it down when you get monetized.
Right.
You still will get copyright struck, by the way. I'm not monetized on YouTube and I've been copyright struck.
Mm.
I'm not monetized and I've been copyright struck. Think about it.
Huh. Interesting.
It's not just a I'm sorry.
So, no, you're good. I mean, like, by the VHS talk logic, flipping cards is illegal, too, because you're making money off Wizards of Konami product. That's a whole different story. Whole different thing. But
that's a different thing. I'm not talking about turning around and selling your VHSs as illegal. I'm talking about dubbing the disc, dubbing the VHS. I said making a copy is what I said. You can go back in if you want to rewind. I'll wait for you to rewind and hear what I said, because I was talking about dubbing and selling, making your own versions and selling. When you're taking somebody else's art and making a collage into your own art, that is still stealing when you turn around and sell it. When you dub a disc and you sell it at a yard sale, that is still piracy.
That's right.
All right. It doesn't matter how you look at it. You can sugarcoat it all you want.
Rules and stuff, though, when you're making something else, there are actual legal definitions for how much the artwork has to change before you can call it something new. So if you're making a collage, but you've changed 40% of the image, I think, I'm not sure about that, but whether it's up to 40% or what, but there are legal arguments to be had there. And I'm not...
Those are
contradicting what he said, but
those are
legally there is a definition of how much of an artwork you can use and have it be considered plagiarism or whatever as far as artwork goes, or if you've changed it enough, you can call it something new.
Well, like there's a lot of that stuff you're talking about that they're changing, because there used to be a time when you were able to use 5 seconds of a video clip.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can be copyrighted for that.
Yeah, now you can get copyrighted for that. Actually, YouTube's actually changed their rules as well. YouTube has recently come out and said that they're not going to stand up for their creators anymore. They're done standing up for their creators, and they're actually going to stand up to the bigger companies. And that's the way it should be when it comes to the capitalist nature. Is first of all, the person who made the product owns the product above you. Period. And that's the way it is. That's how it always been. You can wait 75 years and deal with the Mickey Mouse law like everybody else.
That's right.
In the meantime, technically, the freebooting laws do not apply to that. And if you don't believe me, look up actual law. Don't look up YouTuber pretend law. Look up actual law. Right. And if you want me to get the documentation for you, contact me. I will get the documentation for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think I don't know what I'm talking about. As a BMI, I had to get BMI certified just to be able to play music at a freaking bar, man. At a freaking bar.
All right.
You know, and that's still considered copyright infringement if you don't have BMI ASCAP certification to play music at a friggin' bar.
That's right. Anywhere public. But with that, we need to get to this.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the crew.
Too much to take. So it's lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Hot. I wish I had more time to go in depth with that, but we don't, because I got to do the regular dinner stuff, all that fun jazz. But anyways, we need to get to the shill section, the thrill section, and we went way close to an hour. So we're going to start shilling with the mighty purple mugenfool. And
the meme continues.
Going once, going twice.
Sold. Sold. Then we're gonna go to Lone Wolf.
All right, I don't got much to show today. I'll just say, help Tortoise get to 1,000. Follow everybody here and check out. Hold on, just a second. My brain's kind of. Check out his shop. I don't know why my brain's not working today. Sorry, guys.
You're fine.
Not enough coffee yet.
Maybe you need a reset and like take a nap because naps are cool.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that. But yeah, that's my chill. If I could remember the shop, I would say it out. I can't quite remember it. So,
all right. Dark Rituals Tibalts thing. And thinking of Tibalt, we're gonna go to Tibalt to shill, and I believe I got this.
Oh, hey, there you go. Okay, that's better than looking at an empty room. I was going to say, yeah, I'm in the room and stuff. You just have to find me. But yeah, you can find me at darkritual.site. That's the best place to find everything that's tied together there, whether it be the TCG Player Store, whether it be the Arcane Nexus, whether it be my blog. I've been doing a blog of sorts. I was doing it every day for a while, but you can get more personal thoughts there that I don't necessarily share other places.
Right.
But anyhow, yeah. So everything can be found at darkritual.site.
Site.
Yeah,
can I cite you on that?
You can cite that as many times as you like.
All right. And with that, we're going to roll over to kjcowboydan.
Hey, howdy, hey. By the way, I want to make a quick little shout out. Thank you, Real Wiz. I wasn't trying to attack, by the way. Recently, I've been dealing with this with a lot of people, this exact conversation that we were just having. Last night on the stream, on my side of the chat, I had 3 minutes worth of people like complaining about like the way I do my content regarding AI stuff. And I do AI content because I can't use copyrighted material. And I am monetized on a certain network. So I deal with these kind of things on a regular basis. And I have dealt with this kind of topic even in real life over when I was doing live venues. So I just want to apologize. I wasn't attacking, and we still need to do a collab. But this is a very passionate situation for me, especially I'm also a capitalist, so I believe that these things are a thing. But join me tonight when I'm going to be hanging out with Lone Wolf and Miss Jessie Hellwheeler for Procrastinating Across the Ocean, where I promise I will not be aggro. At 7 o'clock. Also, around 3 o'clock or after 3 o'clock, join the one and only Super Fast Tortoise and myself as we make some groovy music together tonight.
Groovy music. That's right.
I did not mean it to sound like that. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. It's the 70s again. No, I'm kidding. And with that, we're going to roll over to MTG Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. I found out, I think it was today or yesterday one, that Edge of Eternity spoilers will be through by Friday. Friday will be the last day for them to do spoilers. So we'll have all the cards spoiled on Friday. But that's all the Edge of Eternity's news I have. But this afternoon around 2 o'clock, I'll be doing another arena stream. So you want to see some arena content, then come on by my channel there this afternoon at 2 o'clock.
Woo, woo, woo. There we go. My brain's still trying to wonder why you brought up the Edge of Eternity thing. Like,
well,
what's the importance of, like, what is the significance that they're going to be spoiled all by Friday? Is there something you're doing?
Well, on Saturday afternoon, I will be theory crafting some decks to do the early access for when early access happens.
Ooh.
That's yeah, correct.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, it's just kind of weird. I mean, that'd be like pretty soon you'll have a teaser for Jurassic Park coming out. And people's like, what?
Well, plus I was informing people, that that all the cards will be out by Friday.
Right, that's cool.
Friday.
Yeah, because like after the spoilers are out, I plan on going through the spoilers, not go by card, but look at things that stand out to me and talk about cards you like. on next week. That's one of my plans with the spoilers, to go through cards and talk about cards we want, like, and love. Not go through a full set spoiler, and we're not going to read the card individually because that takes forever.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Anyways, everybody, tonight around 3:30ish p.m. We're KJ and I are going to go live. We're going to do some crafting on Suno. We're gonna actually put work into making some songs. Yes, and because that's actually a legitimate thing, we're gonna make songs and make it work for us. It's gonna be awesome. Hang out.
It's gonna be original.
It's gonna be original. That's right. Then, if we're done in time, around 7 o'clock, I'm gonna be playing some Jurassic World Evolution 2. Like I normally do, like this game right here. Boom. Jurassic World Evolution 2, Wednesday Arcade. Yes. We're going to have a good time on Wednesday Arcade, and check that out. But with that, my friends, I want to remind you that you're awesome, you're amazing, that you're loved, that someone's thinking about you. And if you can, say and or do something positive for someone else, because you might be the change they need in the world, and that makes you awesome when you are the change. And yes, my phone just went off. But hey, everybody, thank you for showing up. Thank you for liking. Thank you, channel members, for being members of the channel. You help me financially in ways that I can't. And subscribers and members and everybody of the channel who are growing the channel, thank you for growing the channel the way you do, because that's how we're getting so far. We're close to 1,000 subscribers. A big giveaway coming out. We got some other stuff in the works right now. So keep up in mind that things are going on. Man, someone's exploding. With that, with that, let's get to that sweet, sweet outro.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show.